let me just say, if you are not down with the Barney vibes, just walk on by. This is not for you. This is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So today I have a fun video for you where we are playing with the A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. Did you see how I just hit my face with this palette? Good. Okay, but we're playing with the A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics, not normal palette. This is what this beautiful palette looks like right here. So good, grungy goodness, giving me Barney vibes at the same time. When I say Barney vibes, I'm talking about, of course, the purple and green. But before we get started, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you're an oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. But please just call me Ash or Ashley. And eyeshadow, it's my jam. Oh yeah. So like I just said, we are playing with the A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics Not Normal palette. And this palette actually, it was not a pre-order. So this palette actually released at the end of July. I want to say around July 29th. And I received this shortly after that. And it is a beautiful color story where we have 12 shades. 4 of them being shimmer shades, where one of them is specifically more of a topper shade, okay? So A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics is out of Brooklyn, New York, and here is the beautiful unicarton where you'll find all the ingredients about the palette on the back, which is also on the back of the actual palette itself. Like I said, they're out of Brooklyn, New York. They are cruelty free. The palette is designed in the US. It is made in the PRC, however, but things that are made in the PRC can be cruelty free as long as you're not selling in the PRC. PRC stands for the People's Republic of China, okay? The packaging is recyclable, and once you open the palette, it is good for 24 months, okay? So, the palette retails for $40. Currently, right now, it is out of stock, but it's coming back. It's currently on a pre-order right now, so if you want to get your hands on it, go ahead. Pre-order the palette. Is $40. I do not have a code, but my friends Yachty Beauty and Beauty and the Friends have a code. And if you don't want to use their code, I think some other YouTubers have some codes too. But I know about those right offhand. And like I said, it does retail for $40. And once the palette is ready, it's supposed to ship out between, I want to say, September 12th to September 15th, somewhere in that ballpark. So that's actually not that far from here. That's like the week after next. So if you want to go ahead and get your hands on this little baby, I suggest you do. So like I said, we have 3 looks today. So I'm very excited to play in this palette and show you what I came up with. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, there are going to be some final thoughts at the opposite of the looks. So my eyebrows are filled in using my Goof Proof pencil in the shade 3.75. This is by Benefits Cosmetics. Then I went in with my eye primer, which is the Eye Prep Eye Prime by Juvia's Place. I have shade number 2.
I never took you for a one-night stand, and I was hoping to see you again, yeah. Maybe be a little more than friends, you and I, yeah. But lately you've been acting like a ghost, and never answer when I hit your phone up. If you wanna go, just let me know. Right. I guess I never should've let you in so close to my body. I should've known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should've known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we're really at. Guess I never should've let you in so close to my body, my body, my body. Get you out of my head. I wanna take back everything I said, yeah. I wish I never got in your bed that night. And every time somebody comes close, I always seem to lose control. Yeah, I lose control. I guess I never should've let you in so close to my body. I should've known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should've known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we're really at. Guess I never should've let you in so close to my body, my body, my body. Because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should've known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we're really at. Guess I never should've let you in so close to my body, my body, my body. Your phone up. If you wanna go, just let me know. Right. I guess I never should've let you in so close to my body. I should've known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should've known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we're really at. Guess I never should've let you in so close to my body, my body, my body. Get you out of my head. I wanna take back everything I said. Yeah, I wish I never got in your bed that night. And every time somebody comes close, I always seem to lose control. Yeah, I lose control. I guess
All right, guys, I am back, and here are the first two looks, and I'm in love. I am so in love. I love it. Like, you know how I'll come on and I'll say, oh, I love the way they look. But no, I really, really love these looks because sometimes, I really don't care for my first look. That's usually the second look. I'm like, okay. And then, my third look is usually popping. But both of these are so good. And I really love how the colors blended out. I wanted to see if IntensifEYES could help out the shade. What is this called? Gemini. And it did, because this is definitely more of a topper shade, and it was very light. Even though I put the base down of Exorcist, this beautiful mustard shade, even though I put that down as a base, it was still very light, very just wash, and I really wanted it to pop. And this helped. So I wish I would have did this first versus, putting on a shadow and then, because I think it does work better sometimes, over a primer versus shadow. But everything is really great so far. So I'm really excited to play. So let's go ahead and do one more look. My face details will be down below. I decided to go in with like a really cool tone kind of lip. Let's see. This is the lip liner I use. This is Cool BFF by Colourpop. I bought these liners, I think it was like National Lipstick Day. And it was buy one, get one free. So I got the red set because I love red lip liners as well. Or red lipsticks. So I was like, oh, this is great. So, it just gives me a whole different type of browns. And so I put this on. And then I put on, what is it called? I think it's back here. It's Flesh Fantasy by Pat McGrath. So, loving the lip. Loving the eyes. This one, it's really doing, I love this one too, though. Ooh, I love both. But, let's come back. One more look. Alright guys, I am back and here is the third and final look, and I love this look also. I am just over the moon, overjoyed at how these looks came out. I really love it. It's smoky, it has a little brightness to it, it's grungy at the same time. I'm really digging it, and the shadows were really easy to work with. So let's go ahead and jump into this palette right here, the A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics Not Normal palette. So let me just say, if you are not down with the Barney vibes, just walk on by. This is not for you. As you can see, you know, most of the looks are green and purple. So if you're not down with green and purple eyeshadow looks, sorry friend. Sorry, this might not be for you, but I love how it's set up. It's super grungy and it's a little glam at the same time. You have just the right amount of shimmers, but you have a great amount of mattes where you can just create wide varieties of looks. Okay, and when I say wide variety of looks, I mean wide variety of purple and green looks, or just green by itself in purple by itself, because it is kind of like a monochromatic palette. But I love how grungy it is. You know, I love a good grungy palette. I love how you have the bright pop of this Kelly green. I'm in love with this shade, this nice mossy minty green. It was beautiful to work with. The purples, the deep dark kind of black but charcoal gray shade with maybe a little hint of brown. The only shade that I didn't use was this one, because honestly on my complexion it's going to be really light, but it would be really dope if you paired it with this shade in the crease and this over the lid. But I also liked how much contour that the shade Day Job gave. As far as the shimmers, you have like opaque shimmers, except for this one right here where it was a topper. You saw me pull out the IntensifEYES by Pat McGrath Labs, which is a mixing medium pen. If you're not familiar with that actually launched with her Mothership 9 palette. But you can use any type of setting spray, maybe a glitter glue, or any type of other mixing medium that you have, maybe the Mayron, in order to help intensify that shade. These shimmers, however, are more like a full-bodied metallic shimmer. They are not like the wet, sparkly shimmers that you're probably used to when dealing with A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. However, I feel like they perform very well. They're very smooth. They have a lot of shine to them, and they're very full-bodied. They are a little tightly packed in the pan, but they come off very well. You don't have to work with it. I did not have to wet anything. Like you said, the only one that I did a little something with was this one, only because it's truly a topper shade. It has not really a base color. You know, you can kind of see it on your finger, but when you start applying it to the lid, you don't get it. And I just want to, that's cute. Hey, I didn't want to waste it, you know. Okay. But overall, I feel like it was a great thought out palette. This palette is currently on pre-order, so you can get your hands on it. Again, it retails for $40. Not out of the ballpark when we're talking about A.L.I.E.N Cosmetics. You know, the price points do fluctuate. You do get pretty large pans in this palette, so I don't know. You can kind of take that or leave that. For me, that's not so much important because I have so much eyeshadow. Like, am I going through anything? Absolutely not. So one palette in my collection that I did think that it was, you know, it's somewhat similar to, and it has been popular, is It's Freaking Bats palette. Now, of course, you do have these two bright pops of teal, and this is more of a periwinkle, and we don't have that, but you do have like the greens and the purples that I was speaking about with the A.L.I.E.N palette. I'm trying to hold both up together, but you know, my hands are small. I'm like, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we get it? Wait. All right. Boom. Okay, there we go. So here is a side-by-side comparison of these two palettes. Of course, this one looks way more edited down because the pans are round. They're not as big, versus this one. This looks like it's just large and in charge. But I do get some similar vibes to it. However, I feel like It's Freaking Bats. It's just maybe a little bit brighter. And even though it's really grungy, and then this one is just a little bit grungy. I do feel like there is room for both of these palettes in my collection, but you know, I'm an eyeshadow hoarder, so. But overall, I felt like the quality is really nice on this palette. This is probably one of my favorite A.L.I.E.N palettes. I would have to rank my A.L.I.E.N palettes, but I really enjoyed this color story. I find that I can probably just get so many different types of looks. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Barney vibes, meaning purple and green eyeshadow together. So let me know, what was your favorite look? What was my favorite look? Okay. Oh man. Okay. My favorite look was look number 2. And then this is my second favorite look. And then the first look will come in last. Even though I said in the middle of the video that I loved all of them. It was really more hard to rank, but this one and number 2 with that with the minty green, it was really good. And I don't think I have a particular map that comes off that particular minty on my skin complexion. I know there is a shade in Tiny Marvels by Sydney Grace. That was a collaboration with Mel Thompson that does give some of those vibes, but it's not as minty as this one. So with all of that being said, let me know down below in the comments, did you pick up this palette? Are you checking for this palette? Let me know down in the comments what was your favorite look. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. Hit the notification bell. Everything's just out of order as I'm saying it right now. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is because you know how we end the video around these parts. We hit it with the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. All right, guys. Bye.